hospitality and generosity. Please be seated. First and foremost, allow me to express my praises and hallelujahs to our Lord God Almighty for the peace and security He bestowed upon us amidst the raucous that is happening right now at the Middle East. So even though our times, as projected by our prophecy, is ending, still God is very generous and kind to us for giving us the harmony in life. From Him, through Him, and for Him are all things, to Him be the glory forever. Secondly, my words of gratitude to Bautista Taiko Memorial Seventh-day Adventist School for allowing me to participate in this symbolic and historic occasion. Supposedly, I should be in Usamis City right now and Oroqueta, but I canceled my appointment and engagement in these places because I could not say no to my alma mater. This is the only event in a year where we can see our kids, playful kids, trying to be serious in the occasion, while in reality, probably they're just thinking right now about snacks and recess. Third, let me express my highest salutations to the following people. Pastor Jethro Cadusali, our district pastor, the Education Director of Negros Secure Mission, Sir Nigel P. Galvey, to the Principal of Bautista Taiko Memorial Seventh-day Adventist School, my former teacher in elementary, Mama Bilya Nelias Ramirez. Hindi ko makalimutan ng Ma'am Bilya sa unang panahon. Kay talawan man kayo ni siya gabat. Magpakuyog ni siya namo magabi. I don't know if you can still remember Andy Kundisa. So kami duha ni Andy Kundisa magkuyog sa iya. Of course, as loyal as students, back then, we fulfilled our mission. I'm very happy, ma'am, that you are still in the Adventist Education Circle. Sa atong mga ginikanan, nga grabe ang pagpanikamot, taliwala sa kamahal sa gasolina, sa kamahal sa palaliton. Grabe ang pagkugi para lamang ang atong mga kabataan mapadala nining insakto, pulido o kristohanong edukasyon. May sulod sa lahat po ng mga ginikanan nga naadiri karon. Sa atong mga visitors, mga friends, brothers, sisters in Christ, and before I forget, I'd like also to mention Sir Gideon Ragay with his wife, the vanguard of the school. Maying hapon, sir. My kind regards to Ma'am Ragay. Sa tanan, nga wala na mention, ladies and gentlemen, mayong hapon sa tanan. Life was very difficult back then. Probably the most difficult experience that you can imagine. Nobody and nobody helped us along the way. Back then, mga kaigsunan, back then, in the year 1990s, I could still remember, people and neighbors surrounding us, I would say, never treated us fairly in life. Only a couple of people that would, extend their helping hand to us. But majority of the people surrounding us never treated us fairly. In fact, kay kinsi man may kabok kamanagsoon, we were migrants from Apoloy, Sitio Apoloy. Probably some of you here nakabalo sa Sitio Apoloy. Sitio Apoloy in Shaton is 20 kilometers, approximately 20 kilometers from the main highway of Shaton. Layo kayo na. And we migrated from Apoloy, going to Sitio Maladpad. And because we were migrants, ang tawag sa among mga silingan sa unang panahon, bakwit. Bakwit. Bakwit, probably all of you here are familiar with the word. It's a Cebuano, a Bisaya discriminatory word that would mean that you do not belong in that place. Bakwit. And you know what? That word was very painful. When you call somebody as backwit, that means you do not accept him as part of the community. Sa unang panahon, akong may duman tungkol sa mong kadaghan, usaman lang ang bomba. Mga lusmi, kay daghan man may kayo, mausahay, iwahing mo ang kanibaldi. Ipaulahimi. Mausahay, kasamba rin, itong kalas, makain ng tubig, oy. Ano ka mo gato ko, doon yung kaugaling yung bomba, at daghan makayo mo. Basig mahubas na ng bomba ni ron, mahubas na ng tubig. So, iwahing mga kaigsunan. And then, even though we were still kids, and probably we still have that young innocence, I would say, we remember. May hinumduman yun na mo maayo. And because we were many, for the information of everybody, sometimes people will think that we are suffering with hunger. And people will call us mga patay, gutom. That was the word that cuts deep into my childhood. We were not treated fairly in life. We were discriminated. We were bullied. We were negatively labeled in Maladpad. Treatments that up until today is very fresh in my memory. Even though we were still kids, may numduman yun ako, may mga bata pa man yun me. We might be playful, but we retain that trauma. Because sometimes, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, you know what, sometimes in life, the painful things in the past are the ones that are hardest to forget. Lisod man tagwan. Kasi ako, mahuli ko sa balay, makakita ko silingan, magkunaw na pumapanig sa una nga, dili may pautangon sa tindahan. Ibig na ako, isa kong saon. Diba? Love is patient. Love is kind. But I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be kind. Kung sa akin mo, practice na lamang niya itong attitude nga. Mama ko galagot niya, pero di ako ganahang mutagan. Diba? These experiences molded me of what I am today. Year 1995, I started my elementary education. Half of my elementary years was spent in Maladpada Elementary School. The other half was spent in this alma mater. Mga graduates, probably sa inyo karon ang inyong balon tag 100 pesos per day or 50 pesos per day. Kabalo mo pala akong balon sa unang panahon, piso. 1995, piso. Siguro makahinom-nom pa mo katong nag-edad og 30 plus, piso katong nay karabaw sa likod. Dako, piso. And I would be lucky if I got that piso. Because most of the time, I got none. Wala ko yung recess. Kunya ako mga classmates sa una, magbalon man silang biyabas. Ngayon kong biyabas. Mausahay, pag akong classmate, mupalit ko guys kay D, muhangyo ko nga mutusok. Atong tumoy. Tumoy sa SKD. Para laman, may ibong biyapunta. Pila usa ka bata. So, I transferred to this alma mater. Pag-transfer na ko, I had my allowance, I could still remember 4 pesos. Sa 4 pesos, 2 pesos ana, iplete. Maladpad to Maitom and vice versa. Wala dyan po ko snacks. So akong buhaton, mga graduates, akong gasto ng 2 pesos para laman makapalit ko og ice candy. Para laman makapalit ko og snacks. Lakawon ako from Maitom padulong dito sa Maladpad. Alone. Maglakaw ko ana para lamang makasnacks. And you know what? Probably most of you here sa mga graduates, sa itong mga estudyante, probably majority of you had the privilege of a newly bought toys, mga bagong adulan. But back then, I have to tell you, I never experienced even a single new toy. Wala yun. Siguro nakapalit kong dulaan ka na nagtrabaho na sa Foundation University. Pero back then, when I was a child, wag yun. So what I did was, When the storm came and the river was flooding, I waited. And when the storm got pacified, paghunong sa ulan, paghunong sa bagyo, I went to the shoreline. I went to the beach. Pagkunsama ko sa beach, sa kaedad 37, 38 pataas, probably makahinungdong pa mo atong dulaan ganing ang pakapin sa muy-muy. Makahinungdong pa ba mo sa chicherya ang ginatawag lumpia. Pinoy, zoom. Muna amo ang mga pagkaon sa unang panahon. Kunya kani, nga mga chicherya, nani pakapin nga ito mga rumot-rumot ba? Nga dulaan. And some of these toys will be carried over in the flood, going to the ocean, and from the ocean, going to the shore. So once the storm stopped, and the drizzles were no more, I, together with some of my barkadas, will go to the beach and will scavenge on the waste in the beach. Among kolektahon ning mga dulaan. Orong ginay-dulaan ako sa elementary ko. I can still remember, I have one plastic full of plastic soldiers. Nagkalahi-lahi nga bula. Nagkalahi-lahi nga mga tao-tao. Ito'y ako nakolekta sa unang mga panahon. And when early morning comes, probably sa ako ang sa mga nakailagyod na ako, sa unang panahon when I was in elementary, pag sayo gani sa buntag, unlike you, I did not have the luxury of an enjoyable sleep. Nga naman, sa unang pag-alasin ko gani, mumata namig sayo, ngit-ngit pa na kayo. Duha ka missions among i-fulfill. Una nga mission, pag mag-disco gani sa Maladpad, mumatami ana pagkawag mag-alas 5. Kung sabi dito, diskohan, mangita mi o, sensilyo. Malimpay naman ko sa una, magkita ko atong piso nga na karabang, o katong 2 pesos nga ang saluyo lubi. Malimpay naman ato. Kung di mi makita sensilyo, mangita mi og butilya nga kulabo. Among ibaligya sa presyo nga 50 centavos. 50 cents. 50 centavos. Kung walay baile sa unang panahon, mumatagya mo mig alas 5. Muna makabantay mo sa ako, wagin ko nitubo. Muna ibig mo sa mga gipanganak makastinginit? Wala, gipanganak ko sa ating tugnaw, pero wala ko yung klarong tulog. So kung di may mga to sa diskuhan, mumatami yung sayo, that was elementary days, 1990s. Magsulmon mi sa kalubuhan ni Konsyal Makahig Steve. Manguligta mi og lukay nga hulog. Kung saan man ang lukay nga hulog, among buhato na kaya akong mama, sabi ko na akong mama dire ron, ay numdum gini siya. Iyan ang sipton. Among huluman ng lukay, sipton na mo na, sipton niya na, tapos ang sinibit, iyan ang gibaligya. Sa unang panahon, if you guys remember, 1990s, if you have a color roof house, if your house is made of a roof that is a metal, you are a millionaire. Ay sa unang panahon, ang atop kalagmitan katumang sinipit nga lukay. So mahita mo, magkuha mi og lukay, alas 5, walay flashlight, urami og mga bukaw, mga tulis kalubihan, magtagdatag na mi kung lukay na ba ni or dili, napay mga silingan, nga mukuha po silang lukay. So it's gonna be a competition. So paunhanay. Kinsa ko'y mauna. O sahay kung paglantaw na mo, pagkato dito sa kalubihan, naunhan mi, mumataming alas 3, para kami makauna. Imagine na, bali man ang kita, masigi kang halap-halap. And if we had time, after collecting all these coconut leaves, manguha mi og kamansi. I don't know if you're familiar sa kamansi. It's just part of the jackfruit. Lingin siya, ang iyang liso is very delicious. O niya kay sa unang panahon, 1990s, atong mga silingan, kadili man uso ang ginatawag og comfort room. Ang comfort room, ang tibok kalibutan man. So dito, magtakang dito po sa mukuhaan ng kamansi. So magbugamit kap-kap, lahi ang makap-kapan. Imagine na. Tungod kay pobre man among buhaton, kung matamakan namo ang hugaw sa usa ka tawo, amo na lamang ang giwilik-wilik, kung kamot man gani giwilik-wilik ra manghinaw mi. Or kung natugpan man gani amo na lamang ipahid-pahid ang among tsinelas sa sagbot. Haron mawala ng baho. Ingon na ang among experience ay grabe ka, pobre. And you know what? My mother is a plain housewife. My father is, I would say, I really admire him. He was a quasi-carpenter. He was a quasi or semi-fisherman. He was also a farmer. Tanang klase. Nga panginabuhi iyang isudlan para lamang malingkawas mi sa kapobriyon. And the worst part was, I could still remember, I believe si Mama ni makainomdom. Every time people from Bunawon will go to Maladpan to buy this woven coconut leaves para sa roof. Muhang iyo akong mama sa silingan, ngayon siya nga, pwede ba ipapel akong sinibit? Para po kumahalinan. But the worst part was, ang buhaton sa silingan, ipauli ang sinibit ni mama, kaya wako no, naayo og sibit or naayo og himo. And seeing my mom got disappointed, I told myself, I must succeed in life. Not because it was the right thing to do, but because it was that necessary. I became successful not because it was the right thing to do, but because I found it very necessary. And so, time flew. I graduated from Bautista Memorial Seventh-day Adventist School. In this school, my alma mater, makainomdom pa siguro sa Mambilya, I was the class pastor. I became the class pastor and graduated with an award, Teacher's List Award. Ano pa ba naroon? Teacher's List Award. And then I go to high school sa Bunawon. In high school, mga kaigsonan, pari-parihara ako ang estilo sa mga aktibidades. The only difference is that in high school, accompanying my father in all fishing activities became an obligation, not for fun, unlike in elementary days. So same lang yapon, muli ko, manguhag lukay, muli ko, magpakaon ng kanding, managot, so on and so forth. But the good thing was, when I was in high school, dako na kong allowance, 8 pesos na. 3 pesos, plite, Bunawon to Maladpan. Two-way, mahimo siyang 6 pesos. Pilay ako ang nabilin sa kong bulsa, graduates. 2. Ang 2 pesos, muna akong gamiton, pagpalit sa kuha nga, snack sa recess. And every time, pag wala yung balon, muhang ko sa akong classmates, pakan ako. O kung may balon, magaling ko nga kanon, pero ako'y sudan, akong giamot akong 2 pesos para ipalit atong tag-3, diba? Tag-3 nga gisantis at bang sa eskwelahan. So naan ako'y makaon. And for me to have my snacks, again, I go back to my previous activity, jogging from Bunawon to Maladpan. Again. So muna akong ginabuhat. And if there are holidays, kung naay holidays or walay klase, akong ginabuhat, maghakot kong balas. Kahakot pa ko silang brother jailboy sa unang panahon. Binanyera, 5 pesos kada binyera, naputoy 7 pesos, napoy 8 pesos. Dako na nga priso. And you know what, graduates? I'm very proud to say, paminaw yun mong mga graduates, sa unang panahon, pag makakwarta gani ko, tanan na kong kwarta, gihatag nakos akong ginikanan. Not a single peso was left in my pocket. Not a single peso. Unless my mother will say, okay, as a reward, you have these 2 pesos. You have these 3 pesos. Una akong ipalit sa una kong breadstick. Pero most of the times, ang akong income sa paghahakot o balas, ako nang gihatag sa akong ginikanan. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? If you will train your kids that way, the kid will develop the attitude of sharing. Your children will develop the attitude to share and to remit their blessings. And I'm very proud to say nga that character was inculcated in my heart until today. In my contemporary position, I'm still remitting some of my financial resources to my parents. And that's the very reason that probably some of you here come across with my YouTube channel. Vlogger mapugo. Tanan siguro din sa itong puro naman vlogger. Diba? Vlogger mapugo. I have 96,000 followers in YouTube. Giving all free lectures, but that's monetized. And you know what? Part of the money that I got from YouTube was used to donate, to help our dialysis patients here in Maitum Church. Ang uban ni ana sa kwarta, gidonate na mo sa among misis. If we can see impoverished family in Barangay Albiga, Barangay Bonbonon, Barangay Siit, we donated some of the portion. Why? Because I'm very proud to say we were trained that way by our parents. Just like elementary days, dili sa paghinambog, I receive a lot of recognitions and awards. These are the only ways for my mother and father to be proud to me as a person. To make the story short, I graduated year 2005, and even amidst the scarcity of financial resources, dito ko sa Negros Oriental State University, Shuttle Campus. I became a scholar. Not because I was close to a politician, no. Scholarship during this time was not about clientelism. No. You have to perform academically well inside the university to become a scholar. I became a scholar to help my parents. And you know what? I was very happy during that time because for the very first time, I was able to touch personally the 100 pesos bill. Di ko makalimot. Ano mang putong 2005 to 2009, dako naman kayo ang 100. Ang 100 pesos mga kaigsunan, 20 pesos ana, back and forth na sa akong isiray. So nabili na ako 80. Ang 80 pesos, muna gamiton na ako, pagpalit sa akong mga school supplies, muna akong gamiton sa sudan, muna akong gamiton in all the expenses for me to go across the week. But unlike in high school and elementary, I was very careful with my expenditures. Ano mang careful kayo ko? Lisod man lakawon ang satong tumaladpan, layo naman kayo. So di na po iti. So kung mangutan ako, nakakaon maka katulong sa isang kaadlaw, nakabiyahin tao yung panahon na wala. But you know what? 3 of us in the boarding house, we were very poor. The other person becomes now a police captain assigned in Zamboanga. The other one is already a jail officer assigned in CPDRC. Mga pobre. So among kanon panahon sa ting klase, tulong ang klase. Makainom nun is Brother Lilby John. So unang panahon, pinakapaborito na mo, tangkong. Ikaduha, banana o saging. Ikatulo, in college, that was the very first time that pancit canton was introduced to me. Pancit canton, it was so delicious. Warang nakaslangit ka na mo pabitay pagtilaw ni mo. Sa mong buhaton, tungaw naman pancit canton, buntag. Tapos, unto, may amo ang isoda. Life back then was very, very hard. But even amidst this hardship, even amidst these difficulties, my conscience will never allow me to sleep unless I review all the lessons in all subjects. So sa unang panahon, pag makita ko sa akong classmate, mas dako iyang score kaysa ako ang problema kong kaugalingon, hindi ni pwede ni. Dapat ako rin itaas. So ako yung pressure akong kaugalingon. Magsige kong tuon. And I became one of the top performing schools. Performing student in the school. And when I graduated as a Presidential Academic Awardee. I received a Dean's List Award and so many recognitions in college. After I graduated in the tertiary education, I was unsatisfied, so I enrolled for a master's degree program, and still unsatisfied, I enrolled one of the highest educational attainment at tertiary education could offer, and that is a doctorate degree. And right now, I'm holding the highest position in a department and became a national lecturer. Sa mga graduates, paminaw mo maayo. Sa mga ginikanan, that is why, para po ni sa mga gina, I'd like everybody to listen up. Before I sit down, I'd like to leave 3 things this afternoon. Una, first, if you pray for rain, make sure that you can handle the mud. Kung mag-ampo gani kang ulan, paningkamote, kasadyang muulan na, makadumala ka sa pisak. Kung nag-ampo gani ka sa kalampusan sa kinabuhi, kinahanglan andam ka sa pagdumala, sa kasakit, sa kalisod, sa dihang naglakaw ka, padulong sa kalampusan. Because success, my dear graduates, my dear students, success is never an easy procedure. If it was easy, wala ko diri ron. Kung sayon pa ang success, di ka kitang mambilya. Di ka kitaan ng mga tao sa atubangan. Success was never meant to be easy, but rather, success is a painful and inconvenient procedure. I endured it all. Sa mga ginikanan, kung nakaya na ko, I endured it, and probably, with your help, atong graduates can also endure all the hardship. Nagkaon ko Gilocord, elementary, hantod college. Grabe na, nakalisod. I never tasted the sweetness of a new uniform. From elementary to high school, wag yun ko kasulay. Kanang bago nga puti. Wag yun ko kasulay. Ako uniform sa puro ko yelo. May yelo nga puro mato sinunod sa akong mga igsoon. So, ang kulahan katong pinakamagulang ang eskwela. So, kung babae ka, put na itong sa likod. Himog lalaki. Ura na kagbayot pagkabot dito sa eskwela. Yelo akong uniform, dili na puti. Sa unang panahon, sa diyang manguha kong lugay, gutomon ako. So, sa may buhaton ako, mangita ko lubing atak katong sobra sa balaktok, tapos botoy gamiton ako nga ihapnik sa kutoy sa akong tiyan. That was difficult. So if you aim for success, mga ginikanan, kung atong intensyon ng atong mga kabataan, mahimong successful, then expect that God will take their comfort. God will test their endurance. God will isolate them. And probably, God will pain their heart. Because all of this, time will come. If they will endure, time will come that they will be molded into a version that they can handle success. Yun na ka-importante ang challenges. So I implore to our parents, sa atong mga ginikanan, pariha magkita ko naman ko'y anak, 2 years old, we all share the same or common goal and dream in life. To see our respective students growing strong, capable, and successful individuals. Naturally, ang atong instinct is to protect them from pain. Right? Di kita ganang masakitan atong mga bata. But in doing so, we must ask ourselves, are we preparing them for the realities of life? Or are we shielding them too much from it? Ato ba giprotektaran o ato ba gipilparan ang atong mga kabataan para sa realidad sa kinabuhi? Or ato ba lamang gitaptapan para ang atong mga bata dili mapreparar sa kung unsa gyud ang tinuod nga kinabuhi? So I beseech to everyone sa atong mga ginikanan, all persons that are listening right now, I beseech all of you, especially ang atong mga ginikanan, pasagdi ang atong mga bata nga mag-atubang sa mga challenges sa kinabuhi. You are there as a guide. Dili ka ikaw mo sugata.
Kung ang atong mga estudyante gikasapaan sa mga maestra o sa maestra kay kapabuyang, ayaw itaw labani. Kung ang atong mga estudyante gani ipabilin sa klase kay giton na ano basa, ayaw kasuko, di kay mag-post ka dayon sa shatunism. Kung ang ato ganing estudyante gitagaan sa atong mga pinalanggang o maestra o mga assignments nga video lisod, tagaig panahon nga nga mga estudyante mo answer sa assignment. Di kay ikaw mismo, ikaw na nuoy mag-answer. Ang bata nga grado 90, dili tungod kini perform siya in a 90 standard, kung dili ikaw may ga-answer. Pasagdae. Why? Because these challenges, these experiences, although difficult, these are not meant to break them. Dili ni para imong magkalisod sila or ma-break ang ilang respective motivation in life. But rather, this will give them the opportunity to develop resilience and courage. Because one day, mga ginikanan, when we are no longer in this world, kung wala na taning kalibutan na, it is the strength that we endowed to our respective children that will carry them in the realities of life.